Hey everybody, welcome back to Novus Inceptio, and we've got some shimmering lights up here. I was actually last here telling you that I wanted to check out some anomalies, and I think one just spawned here. So we may get to this right off the bat. Now, one of the things I would point to is at the very top left, it shows our age, temperature, stuff like that, but it shows statuses, and you can see that we are injured and cold right now. So let's actually go check this out. I've never checked these out before. Whoa, I just went into combat mode here. I did not hit anything. Maybe it does that automatically when you approach one of these. Although, what is that? That is a wolf. Okay, let's just kind of creep up on this and see how this works. Oh, I like that lighting effect. Okay, so there we go. We're kind of transporting into this. Excellent. So we're in some caves. Now, I had mentioned these in the last video, what some of these were. Caves were one of the options. And again, there's not supposed to be anything, at least right now, this early on in development. Nothing in here that's supposed to be really dangerous to you. It's just meant for you to kind of gather some things that you may not get in the main world. For example, I don't think you can get ancient mushrooms in the main world. And I think the caves have crystals as well. Let's back up. I don't know if I have to go back to that cube to get out of here, but we might just have to do that. So we're going to roam down here and see what we've got. I'm not seeing any more mushrooms. I may have missed some, but that's okay. Here we go. We got crystals. Very cool. So let's see. Now, for those of you who have played Ark, can I not get the crystals? Maybe you can't gather these. For those of you who played Ark, these anomalies kind of remind me of that. Essentially, in Ark, you have the drops that come down, and then you can access them and get some loot. This one is kind of like, these. It is similar in the fact that you have this kind of point of interest, this light come down, and that they're random as well. In this one, these biomes are randomly selected, and you can't map out, as they said, you can't map out where these are going to show up or take you because they're randomly generated, and your world is randomly generated. So different all the time. Okay, I may be missing something, but I'm not seeing any more mushrooms. So we're still injured and we're still cold. I mean, I would imagine that we need to be making ourselves clothes at some point. Let's go ahead and pick up some more mushrooms, and then what I want to do is kind of look in here really quick. We have armors. So there we go. We actually have some chest pieces. So we can get cloth going. What does cloth take? Probably, yeah, some thread, which requires the fiber, which we get from vegetation. So I guess I could make a whole bunch of this right now and try to get us there. I don't know if this is enough, but we'd probably just want to make all that we can. Now I'm actually curious if I can hit X and will I continue crafting. Can I close that? Okay, you can't close the crafting window while you're crafting, so. And it looks like walking may interrupt that. So I guess that's your way out of that. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. We don't need to craft that right now. We are in the anomaly here, and we can kind of continue from here. I think what I'm going to do is blaze through this. I'm not really that concerned with the mushrooms right now. I just want to see if there's kind of an end to this. I saw in one video it was described as just a long corridor that you kind of make your way down through. But I'm really curious if I have to go back to the beginning. Okay, can I not pick those ones up? I guess not. They don't seem to be coming up now, so we're just going to kind of follow this to the end. Oh, there's our chest. So this is probably going to have some recipes in it. Let's check this out. I think that was the idea, was that all of these give you a chest. And I couldn't pick up the mushrooms, and now I can't seem to access this, which makes me think there might be a little bit of a bug going on here. So I may need to restart the game or something. I'm going to give that a go because I don't want to miss out on these recipes. Okay, before I restarted, I thought, if I restart, it may kick me out of the anomaly. So what I did was I alt-tabbed and brought the game back up, and sure enough, this popped up for me. So didn't even have to restart. So we have box from the creators, and it looks like we've got trout, uncooked trout. We have algae. That's interesting. So no recipes. I thought it had said that you would always get a recipe or recipes in every one of these, but maybe not. Maybe it's just a chance for recipes. We're gonna take a quick look around. Actually, I should check the crystals now that I've tabbed out. Yep, there you go. So we actually need a pickaxe for that. Okay, that's good to know. Now we know. Let's go up here. We do see the light, so that probably is our way out. Kind of a cool wall there. Some kind of ruins in here. Ah, more chests. Excellent. Let's check these out. Okay, what do we have here? Water. A bucket of water. Trout uncooked. Looks like I can just left click those. We got some stone and some corn. Just noticed the chest disappears. I don't know if I noticed that before. Grass, corn, blueberries, and more of the algae stuff. So, yeah, no recipes, I guess. Okay, so anyway, probably just a shot at it. Let's see if we can hop out of here. Well, things aren't looking too good for me. My life's been going down because of an injured, and when I looked up the quick help for it, it said there's only one way to fix an injury, and when I jumped into the crafting, and looking around, I found this stuff, healing cover and bandage. Now the healing cover, or a bandage, requires healing cover. And when you look at the healing cover, it requires herbs, and I don't have any. So first thing I did was I came out here to try and gather some. The problem with that is that gathering uses stamina, and it seems the lower your life is, the faster your stamina goes down when you do stuff. So I just did a quick forage here. I'll go ahead and do it again. And it found some cool stuff. Strawberries, I think blueberries, and then like a piece of raw iron. So that, while that was cool, it wasn't very helpful. So it looks like I didn't get anything there. And I did go inside of our spawn point thinking, okay, maybe I won't be as cold if I go in there. But that doesn't seem to have helped at all. But there's really not much in there to interact with. There's some clones, some like humans inside of these glass containers. And there's a device that I think you interact with when you've died to create another clone. So there was nothing we could really do there. Let's see, we're going to try and do this over here, I guess. I like burning through stamina just running, so probably not a good idea. You can see just how fast the stamina goes down. I'm just trying to forage. Yeah, it's not going to happen. It's going to interrupt it. So anyway, this may not end well, but if I do die, I'll respawn right back in our kind of our base, I guess. I do want to build my own place, but anyway, that's where we'll be. So I'm pretty much going to hover around it, I think. Try to get my stamina back up. Try to find some herbs to make some healing covers. While that's coming up, actually, I just want to look real quick. The bandage requires 1 healing cover and 1 fiber. So the fiber is not really that big a deal. That's something we can put together pretty quickly. But, let's see, alchemy. Yeah, that healing cover, we need those 2 herbs. So, I just need to find 2, and I could make that. And I think between the other stuff, I would be all set. Obviously, if I start making the other things, it's going to be using my stamina, so I'm kind of holding off. I want to be able to gather the herbs first, but obviously, life has been kind of slowly draining, but we'll see. Maybe we can pull this out. Okay, this was taking too long, so I've decided, you know what? Let's have a wolf help us end this a lot quicker. And since we haven't had death, I'm kind of interested to see how this turns out. Okay, how much does he hit me for? I'm kind of curious. Ooh, okay, well, I'm from 13% to 0, so that worked quite well. Okay, so now we've got this crazy thing. It looks like I can move. Can I fly, though? Nope. You basically stay on the ground. That's fine. Oh, that's right. You go into the robot. We are currently the robot. So let's go in here. Now we can probably interact with the device in here. Let's cruise on in here and make a clone of ourselves. Now, I don't think I brought you guys in here before, but I mentioned it. So we have these clones, these bodies and tubes, and we have this device here. I think there's one upstairs as well. That's like the only thing up there, aside from a view. So let's do this here. Yep, there we go. It's lit up now. Create me clone. Cool. You can see A is 78%. It's winning, whatever this means. It is winning. And there we go. We're here. Our numbers are good. I am slow, I think, because I am burdened right now. Let's see. It said I was overloaded. Yep, you can see up top. So I'm probably just going to drop a bunch of stuff. A lot of this is very easy to get, I think. This iron might have something to do with that. Let's just drop. I'm curious. Does it just go to the ground or what? I'm definitely not overloaded anymore, but it did disappear, so I guess it's gone. but that's fine. There was a iron. I picked that up actually very near here. I think it was straight ahead of me. Yeah, I think I'm aiming at it right there. They just salvaged near it, or scavenged, or foraged. I foraged near it and picked up that rock, or at least I think that's where I got that. But anyway, I know with a pick we can get more of that. But cool, we have our life back. We are free to do as we wish. I can actually get back to what I was working on. Now, I would like to make the healing covers. We need the herbs, but I was looking around and couldn't find anything for that. So let's jump back into here. We were trying to get into the armor stuff. I kind of want to see what that's going to take. We have some of this stuff. We definitely need to get more vegetation. So we're going to need more fiber, this kind of stuff. So this is what I kept getting interrupted on because my stamina was dropping so quickly. I was trying to set that to max and get this crafted. Craft, go. Yeah, stamina's coming down much slower. So the more you're hurt, the faster your stamina goes down. So I'm actually going to be able to crank these out. I think I need to not only make these, but I would imagine I need more. So I'm going to, once again, gather the materials I need, and then we'll see if we can make a shirt. Check it out. We have armor. I was able to gather enough vegetation and everything, put enough leaves together to weave a shirt together. It's kind of funny that you start with shorts only. Like, the creators put you on this world, and I guess they gave you these shoes. They said, give them cargo pants. They have pockets. They can carry things around. I'm imagining them monitoring these A2A robots. And on day 7, he gathered more leaves and wove himself a shirt. But anyway, we're going to gather some materials here because now that I've got a shirt, I'm kind of thinking that we need an axe would be nice so we can chop trees, because what I want to do next time is I want to kind of get into the building. I want to see what that's all about, and I would imagine we're going to need a lot of wood for that. So let's get into this. Let's check the go here really quick. We want to go to tools. Wait, it's under weapons actually. We go to weapons axe and see what we need. So we need a blade, which means we need stone, but actually we have a blade here. I think I made that extra. We have a handle already, so that's cool. And then we would just need rope. So for rope we need the thread, and for the thread we needed this stuff. We might be able to do this right now actually. Can I? Let's set max just the one. Yeah, I would need one more of those. I wonder if we can do this. I wonder. Weapon axe, the rope, because we needed 2. So we do need to gather a bit more. That's right. I'm going to have to get some more leaves so we can do that. Once again, we're overloaded. I was overloaded when I made the shirt, so I put it on so I wouldn't be overloaded anymore, or at least to check, and that did get me out, but we must have been close. So I'm going to have to slow crawl my way around here to try and get some leaves. Couldn't remember if you could get leaves off the trees. There we go. Gather some of these up. So let's see, I think we're getting close to kind of wrapping this episode up. Let's see if we can just kind of quickly make this axe and get this thing finished up. And like I said, I think next time for episode 3 we'll be looking at trying to build some kind of structure. And then based on what you guys are thinking, if you're wanting to see more of this, we may go beyond that, or we may not. We may just kind of get into the early stages of building to see what that's all about, and kind of leave it at that. Maybe come back when there's some more updates or something. Kind of depends. It's an interesting crafting system though. It's a little different. Let's go into the axe, go into the rope. We needed one more thread was what we needed. So we needed fiber stuff. Let's do this again. Might as well max this out because I don't think we use this in any other way. At least not yet. There's probably other things we use the raw vegetation for, but nothing immediately. Okay, so let's see. We've got that. We could just jump to... no. Not fiber. We got more of these to make. Okay, cool. There we go. Thread was what we were going to next, so let's do that. And sometimes I get in the habit of just kind of going back to the axe and then working my way back down, but if I can try to remember what's next, like I did in this case, the thread was next. It makes things a little bit easier. So weapons, axe, I think we're good, right? Oh no, we did need to make the rope. One last thing Okay, so that's going to be that. Well, this will be cool to get an axe going, get some tree chopping going on. Okay, there's our rope, there's our blade, and there is our handle. If I can get that on there. 86%. Please don't fail. And if you do fail, don't waste any materials. Cool, we have a stone axe. So we have to close the crafting window to bring this down here. We hit Control 4 to set that as active. So there you go, we can destroy this guy. But let's go ahead and chop down our very first tree. We're totally slowed down here. Let's see here, we need E to cut. So it doesn't show the model in his hand, which kind of makes sense. It didn't show the knife in our hand either, but what can you do? Early access and all, right? As long as it actually does it. There you go. Tree falls, does some rolling. That's going to go all the way down there, isn't it? And I'm slowed. Okay, cool. It didn't go that far. Now, from what I recall in the video, I didn't see this happen, but I think the video, one of the videos I watched, they said that you can then chop this into some of the smaller pieces. I don't know if we get options. Like in Zion, you get to choose large or small. It looks like here you just hack. We're just going to hack away at it. No indication there other than our meter along the bottom. He's not swinging or anything, but that's okay. Okay, so what do we get? We get 1 log. So it looks like you keep doing this. Now, unlike walking up to the other things where it says there's 14 leaves, for example, it doesn't tell us how many logs we're going to get out of this, but that's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and keep hacking away at this. I do want to thank you guys for stopping in and watching. As always, please do leave a like if you've enjoyed it and like to see more. Let me know in the comments what you think so far. And yeah, I'll catch you in episode 3, I hope. We'll see you next time.